So hi everyone, welcome to this complete course on Microsoft Word for beginners. So if you have never used Word before, or if you're just looking to brush up on the basics, you're in the right place. So by the end of this video, you will know how to create documents, format text, add images, use templates, and much more. So without wasting time, let's get started. So I will start by showing you the layout, the Word layout, and also showing you how it works. Then the next thing that I will do is we'll also check out on creating and saving new documents in Excel in Word. So starting on the layout, as you can see, here we have the Word opened up. Maybe you've been working with Excel or PowerPoint and you have seen a different layout when it comes to these sections, where when you go up here, you see we have tabs. Up here you have file. When you click on it, you can see the option that is giving you. At the same time, you have insert tabs. When I click on it, there's some information popping up down here that fits the tab that you're clicking on. There's a draw, there's design, there's layout, and on every tab when you click on it, you can see the information down here is popping up to match that tab information. So what is popping up here on this section is what we call the ribbon, and in this ribbon you can see we have different informations. You can see here, if I click on review, there's this section, this ribbon consisting of spelling, grammar, there's word count, read aloud, and all those sections. So the terminology that we use here is when you click on the home tab like this, you get what we call the home tab ribbon. When you click on insert, you get the insert ribbon, and all that as you continue clicking on each of these tabs that are up here. So every tab has its own ribbon. Now also the ribbons have been divided into ribbon groups, and here you can see we have the paste group, we have the font group here, we also have the paragraph group here, we also have the style group here on this section. Then other sections of the ribbons, they are also divided into groups. And also on each ribbon group, you can see there's these many features here. Like for example, the font. When you go to tab, then you see this section where we have the font ribbon group here. They are so packed so much together so that the Microsoft itself did not find a space to fit all these features in one section. So it goes ahead and gives us this kind of button down here. You can see when I hover my cursor there, it points as the font. Then there's this button here. There's also this button here. So when you click on it, it will take you to other options of that ribbon group. So let's say, for example, the font. There's other features that you can get from this button. And this button is, we normally call them the launch button. The official name of these buttons are this one that I've shown you, that have different features. I said I named them as dialog button, but the official name is what we call the dialog box launcher. So that is it. So if when you go ahead and click on this launch button, it opens up additional features that could not fit in this ribbon group here. So you can also go ahead and customize this section. And so here we have font, the font information that you can use, the font type, the font style, the font size. You can get them to this section. Then you can also have advanced, character spacing, and others. So I will just go ahead and cancel that. So in addition to the tabs up here, the ribbon, the groups in the ribbon, and the launch buttons down here, you also need to be aware of the Microsoft Word layout. So up here at the top, on top of the tabs that we have talked about, we have this section that shows the title of your Word document that you're working on. Then here you can see we have the search button here. Then we also have this section where you have the close button up here. When you go on it, when you hover your cursor there, you can see it turns kind of red. Then it shows you close. So you can, once you're done working on your document, or maybe on this current document that you're working on, you can go ahead and click on it, then you close. There's also this section that says minimize. When you click on it, it minimizes your Word document. Then you can also find it and bring it back. Then there is also this section that has, you can also partition your Word document into sections, like for example, this one. So if you want to work with multiple documents on this, the Word document on this side, then all other sections on this side, you can use this button that you can now separate Word from here and then work on another document here. You can also use another section here, so you can open multiple files in your Word document. Then we also go ahead on this section. You can see we have this scroll bar that we can use to scroll down our documents. You can just right click on it, hold and scroll, move it up or move it down like that. Then you can also scroll down by using this bar. You can click on it like that, then it will go down. Then you can also go up by using this bar, going up like that. Then you can also get that scroll bar down here when you zoom in and you zoom out on your document. But speaking of zoom in, we also have this section where we have this negative sign showing zoom out, then this positive sign showing zoom in. So if I click on it like this, my document will start, my Word document will start zooming out. When I zoom in, I will start zooming out like that. Or I can just click on this section if I want to zoom in, zoom in like that, then I can zoom in. Then you see I get this scroll bar down here, just the way it is like up here. So you can use that feature or layout to work on your document. And then you can see down here next to the zoom slide that we have used down here, we also have different types of views in our Microsoft Word. So here you have the web layout, you also have the print layout, we also have the read mode, and also you have the focus mode. Now this by default is the print layout, that once you open your Microsoft Word, it goes into default mode using the print layout. So you can, if you're done creating your document using the print layout and you want to publish your content on the web, so you can use the web layout. Then also you have the read mode if you just want to focus and read your content. Once you click on it, it gives you this layout. Then you also have the focus layout. This one will try to make sure that you don't get disruption when you're reading your content. So if you have changed to a view to maybe, let's say for example, to the read mode, and you find these and you don't know how to go back to your print layout, you just click escape on your laptop keyboard, then it will go back. So let's say for example, we click on focus mode, then we click escape button on your keyboard, it will take you back to the default view, which is the print layout. So in addition to the layout, we also have rulers. You can see we have this vertical ruler that is showing up here. This helps me to know the centimeters and also the inches, or how wide the paper I'm working on is. Then we also have this horizontal ruler here. I can use them to determine the distance or how wide my paper will look like. Then these ones, if you want to, if your ruler is not appearing in your Word document, it is just up here on the view tab, then you can go ahead and check it up like that. If you check, if I check it, it goes away, but if I check it, it will appear up here. So that is it. Then up here, as I mentioned before, we also have the search bar. In this search bar, I can also go ahead and search for any thing that I want to work on. Then I will get that information from this search bar. And those are the main features or the layout that I wanted to share with you on Microsoft Word, that you will be using them more oftenly if you're going to interact with this a Microsoft Word Office. Now that we are done with the Microsoft Word layout, what I will do is the first thing that you'll do is to create a new blank document. So once you go ahead and open up your Word document like this, it will take you to a section where you will have to open up or create a blank document. You can see this section. Then you can also be accessible to different templates that you can use, but I will just focus on these. You can also find more templates if you want to use them down here. You can see they are different, and then you can also go ahead and search the template that you want to use online. But my focus is for us to create a blank document that we are going to work on. That is the place where we are going to type our text and also edit an existing document using this blank document on Microsoft Word. Now, once we have opened our blank document, you can see we have this section where we have a whole section that once you're done typing there your content, you will go ahead and print this paper or send to someone. So this is the place where you'll be writing your content and also editing anything, any document or an existing document before you send to someone. And you can also see we have this flashing cursor here. So if I want to type any information in this space, I'll just go ahead and type information there. Hello, like welcome. You just use your laptop keyboard or your computer keyboard to type this information, and every time I type something here in this blank document, you can see the cursor moves forward, so it is giving me direction what I'm doing. When I type any word, it goes there, so it is controlling me or giving me an automatic moves and showing me where I'm supposed to go to type in this document. Now, the question that you're asking yourself after typing, and I also want to type something down here, what will happen if you move your cursor down here? Like, for example, I'm moving mine and click there, you find out that this blinking cursor here will not come down here. The reason is because this is a word processing software that is created to make sure it gives that processing. So if you want to type anything in this word down here, you click or you press the button on your keyboard called enter. Then once you click on it, it will start going down like that. Then you can also use the arrow key that shows page up or page down. So when you press on page up, it goes up, page down, it goes down like that. If you want to go on your left, you can use the scroll arrow to go on your left or right. But if you want to go up and like that, or at the same time, you can point your cursor where you want this blinking one to go, then you double click there, then you can see it immediately go there. So having said that, you can add any information that you want down here. Then once you're done, you click enter, you go down, then you add more information that you want down as using that way of scrolling up and down. So once you have typed in the information that you want to type in, so and you're done typing, so if you want to delete this information, you can just look at this flashing cursor here where it's blinking. Then you can go ahead and press on your keyboard. There's this key that is called backspace. So once you click on it, it will start deleting the information that you've typed in your Word document. And or you can also highlight what you want to delete, then click on backspace, then it will delete everything there. And you can also use the delete key. You just highlight everything that you want to delete, then click on the delete button on your laptop or your computer. Now, after typing the information here, so let's say, for example, I want to type in this information. After typing in this information on my Word document, so you need to be saving it every time so that you don't lose any information. So in case of maybe your computer has gone out of power or something, so make sure you save your document every time you type in some important information. So to do that, I will show you two ways on how to do that. So you can go directly to this file. After typing in the information or the content that you want, you go to this tab file here, you click on it, then you can go here. You can see you have these two tabs here. There is save, then there's also save as. So if I click on save, you can see the Word document is giving me a direction on I will not save this document because it is my first a document I'm working on. I've not saved it before, so it's telling me to save as, so that I can pick the location that I'm going to save this document after I'm done creating. So I can just click on this PC like this, then I'll go directly to maybe to this desktop if I want to save my document there. Then I can go ahead and save my document and give it a name here if I want to save it. Then I'll click save. Then immediately the name of that document will appear up here. So every information that I'll be adding here or creating in this blank document, it's already it will be under this. So when I go back to my my desktop, I can still find there this document that I want to use. So you can see it is here, and that is how you can easily save your document on this. So every time I type in any new information and I want to make sure that I save it, I'll just go back on file. So when I click on save, it immediately saves because I've already saved this document before in my computer. Then secondly, you can also use the shortcut on your computer. Every time you type any information here, I've shown you the way you can go this way and save it just directly like that, or you can use a shortcut. Remember, every time you use a shortcut on your computer, it brings that efficiency, and also you can work faster. You can click what we call Control S, then it will be automatically saving your document. So rather than going through this process and clicking on this and saving it, you can just use the shortcut of Control S. Then if you also want to create another document from this original document, there's no need of you going ahead and opening the Word app again or the Microsoft Word app so that you can copy the information and paste there. You can just go back again on file and then click on save as. Then you can go ahead and change the name of the document that you want to save your recent document from the original one. Then you can be able to save your document like that. So that is all. That's all how you're supposed to. That is all the layout on Microsoft Word, and also how to create a new blank document, and also how to save it when you're working with Microsoft Word. So in this next segment, we will learn how to open and edit an existing Word document. So for you to open an existing Word document that you want to edit, what you'll do is you'll go to this section on the File tab, you click on it, then you can see here on the recent, I can just pick the document that I want to open. Then I will just double click on it, then it will go ahead and open up, then I can start editing. Or I can also go and click on open. Then on this open, I can go and select where I want to get my document from. So let's say for example, from this PC, I'll click on this PC. Then I can see on the desktop, I have these two documents, that is the click, learn, and fix. So if I want to open this document, I'll go directly and double click on it, then it will open that. Or if you have saved your document into this section that says browse, you can go ahead and click on it. Then you can see it takes you to this section where you can select the document that you want to open. Then you click open, then your document will automatically open up. So let's say, for example, I want to open this document. I'll double click on it, then it will immediately open up. But for you to do that, you go to File, then you can click on the document that you want to open, then it will open up immediately in your Word. So once your document opens up, you can go ahead and if you want to read through this document, you can use this scroll bar that I showed you before. You can scroll down and scroll up if you have a lengthy text there. So let's say, for example, add some text here. If I want to make sure this content is well, I can scroll up using this scroll bar, moving down and up, or I can also use the scroll wheel on my mouse to scroll up and scroll down, so that I read and find. If I want to edit anything in this document, I'll just move my cursor to where I want to edit my document. I click there and then I can see this flashing document here, this flashing cursor here. Then I can go ahead and use the backspace to delete or to undo. Just click Ctrl Z. Then I can add any information in this document. So scroll up, scroll down like that. Then I can be able to edit my documents. I can also use the page up, page down bar. I can scroll down like this using the scroll up buttons on your laptop, or scroll down buttons on your laptop to move and see any place that you want to edit on your document. So if you edit your document and you find out that you have made a mistake or something, so maybe you've typed wrong spellings and you want to go back to the original content that you were editing before, you can just use what we call Control Z, that is undoing what you've done. So once you press Control Z, it undoes what you've typed there. Then you can go ahead and continue editing your document. Then Control Z is for Control Z is for undoing. Then Control Y is for redoing your content. So every time when you undo and you find out that you've done it much, you just click undo like that. If you want to redo, you just click Control Z. That is the shortcut on your keyboard that helps you work more efficiently. Now that you've known how to edit your document, so in the next segment of this full tutorial for beginners, what I'll do, I will teach you some tricks on how to select your text, then also how to move and copy the text that you've typed here, then also how to find and replace your content that you've typed easily, to make sure that you're working efficiently with your text in Word. So every time when you're working with your Word document, you find out that maybe you've written a word and you want to change that word and type another word. So let's say, for example, you want to change the word, like for example, demonstrations to illustrations. So the first thing that you can do, if you want to highlight this word, you can just come and right click, hold and select the word like this. Then you can go ahead and type the word illustrations manually using your keyboard like that. Then you get there. So if you want to also do it quite faster without wasting time and going ahead and selecting the word and typing in that word, you can just go there, move your cursor on the word that you want to select, then double click on it, then automatically the word will be selected in your Word document. Then you can go ahead and type in the word that you want to use instead of the word that is already typed there. So you can replace demonstration with illustrations with demonstration. So let's say, for example, I want also to highlight this word offers. I just double click on it, then it will immediately highlight it. If I want to replace the word organizations, I just click on it, double click on it like that. So you will go ahead selecting the words that you want to change by double clicking on them. Then the Microsoft Word itself, it will highlight that section for you. Now that is easy. You can just go ahead and double click on any word that you want to replace. It will be highlighted. Then you can go ahead and type in the word that you want to replace it with it. Now, what if you want the entire paragraph to be selected? When you want to select only one word, we have said we just double click on it, then it will be highlighted. But what about if you want to select the entire paragraph? You can highlight, right click, select the entire paragraph, or to do it faster, you can triple click on this or any word on that paragraph, then it will immediately highlight the whole paragraph. So let's say, for example, I want to triple click on the channel on this section. I just triple click on it like that. Then you can see the entire paragraph has been selected for me. Then I can go ahead and copy it and also edit it and replace it with any other information that I want to use. Now, let's say, for example, you have highlighted a whole paragraph that you want to highlight. Then you want to move it down somewhere to the bottom of your paragraphs or down here. So what you do is once you highlight it, you can go to the Home tab here. Then you can see this section that says Cut. Then I will use, it has this icon that looks like scissors. I'll click on it like that. Then you see the information will disappear on that paragraph. Then I will move my cursor where I want it to, down here where it will be blinking. Then I can go ahead and right click on my uh, mouse. Then I have these different paste options. I can go ahead and select the one that I want. So for example, select the second one that has the merge formatting. I'll click on it like that. Then you can see my paragraph has been moved from the top up to this section where I have just cut it, then pasted it down here. So once you've pasted your document, your paragraph here, you can let me show you the second way. We copy this, we take it up here. You can just go ahead, select, triple click on the paragraph that you want to select. Go up here, click cut, then move your cursor up here where you want. Click on that, then click enter. You want to copy your content here. Then you will still now go back to this section where there's paste option, then click on it like that, and then your document, your paragraph will move up here. Then the next thing is you can also use the keyboard shortcut to do that. You can triple click on the paragraph that you want to use, then on the keyboard to copy this content or to cut it from this section, you will use what we call Control X. Then it will immediately be moved. Then go move your cursor down where you want to copy your content. Then click Control V. Immediately it will come to this section. If you also want to copy this information, you can highlight the whole text like this. Then you can go back to this tab section. You can see there's this section that says copy. If you just want to copy it, then you can copy it, then you can move it to where you want it. But that was to completely shift it from one place to another, we use what we call cut. But to just copy this content, we use this section, copy and paste, or you can use the keyboard shortcuts the way I've shown you. So for you to highlight this content and copy it and cut it, or rather cut it, you just use Control X, then move it up, click enter, then you can Control V, then you copy it there using the keyboard shortcut. Even when you move up here, when you look at this paste option, it tells you can use Control V as a shortcut to copy your information there. So again, once you want to move your paragraph without cutting it or moving it from the its position completely, you can just highlight the whole paragraph that you want. You can use the copy. You just go here and then copy, then scroll down and control, and then you can paste it there using that, or you can use the keyboard shortcut where you just highlight the whole paragraph like that. Control C. Control C is copying. Then move your cursor down where you want to copy your document to. Then click Control V on your keyboard. Then it will be directly copied there. Then the next thing that I want to talk to you about is what we call find and replace function in Microsoft Word, which is very, very important as a beginner. Now, the find and replace function normally helps you when you have a quite longer page document that you're working on. So let's say, for example, you have 500 page document that you're working on Microsoft Word. If you're working on 2 pages, it's very easy for you to find the word and replace it just like that. But if you have something like 500 pages document, let's say, for example, you're writing a manuscript you want to publish on a journal, or a book that you want to publish on somewhere, you find out that for you to go and manually replace every word that you want to use, it will be quite tedious and tiresome. But if you have that document, let's say, for example, want to replace the word click to replace it with the word clicky, if you want to do that. So what you will do is you go to the home tab here, then you can find this section where you have editing ribbon. Then maybe yours can look different, but mine is already here. So I can click on replace like that. Then I can go ahead and put the word that I want to replace with. Then I want to replace with the word clicky, so I will put there clicky like this. On every word that is in here in this text, it will be replaced by the word clicky. So I'll go ahead even to customize it if I want to add more. Find the matching case, find the whole word only. So let's say, for example, I select this. You can go ahead and customize your own the way you want it to look like. Then you can, after you're done with that, you click on replace all, click on it like that. Then you can see what Microsoft Word is telling you all done. You have made 9 replacements. Once you click OK, then you go back to your document. Then every section that you had the word click, learn, so you can see the word click has been replaced by the word clicky. So that is how easy you can use the find and replace function in Microsoft Word to make sure that you don't struggle or editing a very large or a long or having more pages without just doing it manually. Now, up to there in this tutorial, we have looked on how you can select your text in Microsoft Word and also how to uh, cut and move and also paste your document in Microsoft Word. And we have also used the function of how to find and replace in your Microsoft Word. Now, I've also done some specific videos based on specific topics, like, for example, selecting the text and format and cutting it and moving it to a different location, and also things to do with find and replace uh, on specific videos. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please do so, so that you can go and specifically learn about those videos. Now, on the next segment, I want us to talk about how to format characters and also paragraphs in Microsoft Word, because we are covering on the major sections, and you're going to talk about how to format the paragraphs and also how to format different characters in Microsoft Word. Now, for me to go ahead and show you how to format different characters and also formatting the paragraphs, if, for example, I want to format this paragraph into different things that I want to make sure they fit my desire, I'll just select the whole paragraph like that. Then I go back to Home tab. Then on this section, I can change the font type of the paragraph that I'm working on. I can change it to Calibri. I can also change it to Algerian like that. I can also change it to Atos like that. So depending on which font size you want to use, you can just go ahead and change it. When you click on it, it will change, and it will show you automatically how it's changing. You can also go ahead and change the font size. You can decide to increase the font size either to 16, 12, and all that, but I use 12. You can also just highlight this font type the way you want to, then type it in, like, for example, 14 like that. Then it will be applied there. You can see it changes immediately. You can also do that. Then here in this font ribbon, I can also bold the text. I can just click on this B here, then I can bold the text. I can also write the text in italics, you can see. Then I can also go ahead and underline every word on this paragraph. I can also go ahead and change the underlining sections by using either the dotted underline. You can also use the dashed underline. You can also use the dot dash underline and all that. I'll just go ahead and do that. Then I can also go ahead and if I want to add any word there, superscript or a subscript, I can go ahead and do that. If I also want to change the color of of this text, I can just select it here and then I can change the text. Then I can just take it back to black, which is automatic like that. Then I can also go ahead and change the text highlighted like that. I can highlight the text, then click on it, then it will be highlighted from that text, from this, using this text highlighting color. Here you can be able also to force your written document into a capital, the uppercase. Just click on it like that, then it will all turn into the uppercase. You can just go back to sentence case the way it was before. The other way of formatting your document is once you highlighted the part that you want to edit, you can also go to this button, launch button. Then once you click on it, it takes you to this section where you have the font type, you also have the font style, then the font size, so you can change it. Then once you're done changing your customization here, you can go ahead and set it as a default or text effect and all that. Then you click OK. You also have advanced section. So once you have customized your editing and formatting, you can go ahead and click OK. Then it will be applied here on the selected document that you want to use to do your editing in Microsoft Word. Then the next thing that we can also learn from editing here, we can use what we call the ruler or the tab stops. We can go ahead, go to the view tab up here, then click on the ruler like that. Then here we can see, we can highlight the whole document and select the whole document by just clicking anywhere on your document like that, then hitting Ctrl A on your keyboard. Then it will select the whole document the way it is. Then from here you can be able to change the tab stops that you want to use. So let's say, for example, there's this left one. I can click on it like that. That one gives me a centered one. Then let's say, for example, I just use the left tab stop that we had before. So if I want to change it, I'll just come and put it on the ruler like this, on this vertical ruler up here. So if I go back and click on my document, you can see it gets deselected. So if I want to move, to click the tabs, once I do that, you see it will immediately come to the first tab stop that I have. Then I click on it, it will go to the second one. Then if I click on it, it will still go to the other one. So if you've not, you can also go ahead and check out one of my videos, the ones that I've done on how to add tab stops on your document to make sure that you follow up. So if I want to remove these tab stops, I'll just go ahead and click on it, then they will disappear. So once I click on this, it will disappear like that. So if I go here, click on it. So you can use any tab stop that you want to use in your document to make sure that you work efficiently. So I'll just undo my changes in my document. So if I don't want this ruler up here, I'll just click on that, then it will disappear. Then you go back to your document. Now, other formattings that you can apply to your work is, let's say, for example, I select this first paragraph like this. I can go up here and I have this section where I have paragraphs. If I want to align it to the left, I just click on this, then it will be aligned to the left. If I want it centered, I will click on that, then it will be centered. If I want it aligned to the right, I'll just click on it, then it will be aligned on the right. If I want it justified, I'll just click on it, then it will be justified. Then I can also use these arrows to increase the intent, maybe to the left or to the right, like that. Just use these arrows to do that. Then you can also go ahead and change or add the colors to this content by just coming here, then selecting the color that you want to use to put on that section. I'll just go ahead and do that. Then you can also add the borders to your content. So let's say, for example, you add the outside borders. Then you can see it selects the part or the paragraph that you've selected. Then you can go ahead and put it in a paragraph. But let me just undo that so that I go ahead and explain what I want you to do. Now, in addition to editing your paragraph, there's this launch button down here that is very key that you will be using. So once you click on it, this information will pop up. So let's say, for example, your supervisor wants you to change some few things, like for example, the alignment. If the alignment needs to be justified, you will come to this section. When you click here, you see there's left, centered, right, and justified. So you can select justified, and the body level, you can pick the body text like that. Then you can go ahead. We also have the indentation. Here you have the special. When you look at this paragraph, the first line has been indented, and how many centimeters. You can also change this. You can decide to go up or go down or go back to where it was before. Then once you click on that, you can see the indentation is changing, going up or going down like that. Then I can also go ahead and also change the line spacing. Click here. So let's say, for example, the supervisor wants me to use a single line spacing or 1.5 line spacing or double spacing like that. So that one, you can achieve that one by going to this, click on that. Then you can go ahead and change your line spacing and also change the space in between your paragraph. So before to do that, you will highlight the whole document. You will click Control A. You highlight the whole document that you want to edit. Go to this section, click on it. Then go to alignment, text justification. Then let's say, for example, you want to remove the first line to none. Then our text to 1.5 like that. When I click OK, my document will change. But if I also want to take it back to first line, click on that, click on double space, then change the space in between here. You can use this arrow to go up or to go down. You can also put it in automatic mode that has been created by default. But given if you want to follow what your supervisor has told you, you can just come here and change your settings, then click OK. Then your document will immediately appear like this. Then you can go ahead and change what you want to in your document. Now, the next segment in this complete tutorial, I will take you through how to insert tables in Microsoft Word and also how to edit these tables. So let's say, for example, I want to insert a table at the end of this text in my Microsoft Word. What I will do is I'll just go ahead and go to this insert tab, click on it like that. Then on this ribbon, insert ribbon, I'm looking for the word called table. So I'll go ahead and select it. So here it's tables. I'll click on this drop down menu. Then there is this what we call quick tables. You can click on it. Then you find out that you have these built-in quick tables. You have the calendars, the quick tables that you can use here. That you can go ahead and insert in your document like this. Then you can be able to edit it. But let me show you the most commonly used way on how to insert tables in this in Microsoft Word. So once you go to the Home tab, Insert, then go to Tables. People like using this section where you have to select the number of columns and rows that you want to add. So let's say, for example, I have selected this and I want to enter information like, for example, the home address or anything. So let's say we enter here name. Then on the next section, I want to enter something like phone number like this. Then let's say, for example, the email. Then if I found out that I want to add another section on this table so that I can type in something like, for example, the address, what I will do is I right click on my keyboard. Then I go to this section that says insert. Then I can insert the column to the left or insert the column to the right. So let's say, for example, I want to insert a column to the right. So I will insert it, and here you have a new one. So I'll go ahead and type in the address like that. Then I start now entering the information in this table. So here in this table, let's say, for example, I've entered the information here, then I'm done entering here and there and all that. So once I'm done doing this, you find out that I want to add another row here and column down so that I can continue typing in information. What I can do is I can go ahead and hit tab, then immediately another section will be created of a column and a row. But you can also put your cursor here at the end of your table or outside here, then you click enter. But the easiest way is just use tab, then you key in your information like that. So you continue adding more information, click tab, and more table will be added. So once you've created your table in this format, you can go ahead and now start formatting your table. So let's say, for example, you want your top topics to look differently. You'll go ahead and once you create your table, you can see these parts or these tabs pop up. So these ones are specifically made for your table, to format your table. So if you go here, you can see you have this shading. You can go ahead and shade, like for example, you give it like a blue-gray color. So when you click on it, you can see your table has been highlighted here. Then you can change that. You can also go ahead and have this pen color if you want to write it in white or that. You can edit your table like that. Then you also see you have this table layout. But if you want to select the whole table like this, then edit it. You can see you have different table styles here that you can use when you are editing your table. So let's say, for example, you pick this. Once you click on it, you can see your table takes a different table style that you want to use. Or if you want to select the whole table without right clicking and selecting the whole table like that, you can just go ahead and use this plus button here. Once you click on it, you can see it takes you to this section where you have the layout that looks like this. So you can go ahead and select the layout that you want to use on your table. Then you can change your table to look like that. Then if you also want to convert your table into text, you go to this section where there's a table layout. You find out that this table layout is different from this layout. So if you here, you can go ahead and see different ribbon group of information here that you can use. There is this merge cells, split tables, auto fit, and all that. There's also this view grid line, draw the table. Also, there's many different sections that you can use up here. So let's say, for example, we want to convert our table into text. You will go to this section where you can see it is saying convert to text. So once you click on that, then if you want to separate your text with a paragraph marks, tabs, commas, or others, but I just want to separate it using tabs, so I'll go ahead and click OK. Then my table will be automatically converted from a table to text. And what if you want to go back to the same way that you came back? You go to that, click on that, go to insert, then you go to tables, click on it. Then on this section you have convert text to table, click on it. Then you can pick the rows and the columns that you want to convert, then tabs and all that, then click OK. Then you go back to your table, you can see, then you can pick the table style that you want to use on your table. And that is how easy you can insert tables, edit them into your desired format, and also make sure that maybe you want to convert. Let's say, for example, you want to convert this paragraph into text. You just highlight the whole of it, go to insert, then go to the tables, then you can convert that text into a table like that, easily like that. So I'll undo this so that I take you to the next segment in this full tutorial. Now, the next segment in this complete course is we are going to look at how to modify the page layout in Microsoft Word. So for us to modify the page layout of our content here, you will just go up here on the tabs that we have up here, and then you click on the layout. So if you want to change this layout, you can just select the whole document the way it is. Then we can go ahead, start with the orientation. I can change this paging from portrait to landscape. Once I click landscape, you can see my page becomes quite wider. If I want to change back to portrait, I'll just click on it, and then it will come back to this section. Then I can also go ahead and change this to either, let's say for example, I want to print my paper using the A4 format. I just come and click A4. Then this page will change immediately to A4. I can also go ahead and see the columns that I'm working with. So let's say for example, here I'm working with 1. So let's say for example, I want to work with 2. You can see the columns will change immediately. But let me take them back to 1 like this. You can see here. Then there's this also launch button down here that I would want you to see. So here I can go ahead and change the margins. I'm working with 2.5 4 centimeters on top, left, right, bottom, and all that. So, but if you want to change that, you can just go ahead and adjust from this section. Then you can go ahead and change the page margins. But at the same time, when you look at this section, you have the margins here. You can change them from this section. Just click on it, then change and go ahead and customize if you want to customize your margins, if you have your own margins. But here you can use the normal margins, you can use the last custom settings, you can go ahead and custom set your margins. It will take you to this section using this button. So the fastest way to reach there to customize your margin, you can just use this drop button, then or the launch button, then you can get to this section. Then here I can also be able to change and set my indentation and also the spacing in between the paragraph and all that. So that is easy how you can modify your page layout to make sure that it fits the instructions given by either your organization or your supervisor. And now the next thing is in this full course is I'll show you how to add the page numbers and also the headers and the footers in your document. So let's say for example I want to add the page numbers. What I will do is I'll go to this section that says insert tab, here the insert tab. Then I will look for the icons here that I'm going to use to add the page numbers and also the footers and the headers. Now, once I'm here on this ribbon, you can see and this section we have the headers and the footers and the page number. So if I want to add the page number, what I will do, I'll just come and click on this. Then from here, I can pick which place I want my page number to be. So there is this section that says top page. If you add the number here, it will be on the top of your page on every section. But let's say for example the normal the one that is normally used by many people is the bottom of the page. Then you can select it like that. Then you can see immediately your page will be your page number will be added down here. When you scroll down, you can see we have page 2 down here. Then you can also add the footer. You can go ahead and select the footer if you want to add, or the header to this thing. So once you've added the page number at the bottom of your page like that, and you want to make sure that you want to go back to your original document, you just double click anywhere on your document, then your page numbers will automatically be added there. If you also want to go back again and add the headers or the footers, you just click on insert, then go back to the headers, then click on headers. Then if you want to put it the blank one, click there. Then you can type there anything like click, learn, and fix like that. Then double click anywhere on your document. Then when you scroll down, you find that at the top part of your paper, you have added a header that is here. If you want to edit it, you can just move your cursor up there and double click on it. Then you see it will pop up immediately. Then you can be able now to write anything or edit it or if you forget or you forgot any word that you want to add, then you can double click anywhere on your document like that. That is the shortcut that you can use. If you also want to add some footer on it, just double click on that. If you want to close it, you can use this section, close like that, then it will take you back to this to your document. So you have added a footer and at the same time the page number. Then the next thing that I want to take you through is how to add page break to your document. So let's say, for example, you don't want your paragraph here, this paragraph to appear on this first page. You want it to go down here to appear on this paragraph. You do what we call page break. You will come and put your cursor there, so you have this flashy blinking cursor here. Then you go to insert. Once you go to insert, there is this section that says page break. Then once you click on it like that, the information down that is below to your cursor, it will move down to the page break to the next page. So for you to know that you have added a page break to your document, you will go ahead and go back to the home tab. Then there is this thing here that looks like an inverted 9 or show paragraph marks and other hidden formatting symbols. So you click on it like that, then you can be able to see that this section has a page break on it like that. You can see here we have a different page like that. So let's say, for example, I also want to add a page break to this table. To go on the next page, I'll just put my cursor down here, then go to insert, click on it, then click page break. Then now here I have 3 pages. The table is on its own page. Then moving up, we have this content here that is on its own page. Then I can see where the page breaks are using this sign that is on home tab here. So when I click on it, they disappear. I cannot see the page break, but if I want to see the page breaks where they are, I just click on it, then it will be able to show me where there is this page break on my document. Then on addition to adding the page break to your document, so if you're working with a professional document, like for example, a thesis or maybe a proposal or a paper that you're writing, and you have maybe different sections named the page numbers named in Romans and numericals by numbers, we can go ahead and show you how you can format that. So let's say, for example, I want to add a page, a cover page on this section. So we will go ahead and add a page cover to our document first before we change that. But before we do that, let us remove this numbering first. So you just go in there, highlight, then delete, then double click, then you go back. So we can go ahead and add what we call section breaks to make sure that our first page will look different. But before that, let us add a page number, the cover page. So what we do, we'll go back to insert, then you go to this section where we have different page cover. Let me pick this one. Then from here, I can go ahead and type anything that I want to use. So you have the document title, we have document subtitle, the abstract, then the name and the address of the person who is writing that document. So let's say, for example, on page 1, I don't want to put any number there, but my numbering should start from the second page here. What I'll do is I will add what we call section break. I'll put here my cursor like this, then I'll go back to these sections where you can find layout. On the layout, there is this break. Then I'll click on it like that. Then I'll go to this section that says section breaks. There's this page, there's column, there's text wrapping, but I want to use this one. I'll click the next page. Once I click next page like that, then you find out that I've added a section break. Then I can also go down here, then put this there, then go here, click the next page. Then you can see a section break somewhere here. There's a section break here. There's also a different section break. So let's say, for example, I want page 1 to start with page 1 to start with, let me move this back like this. So my section break is here. So let's say this section I want it to start with a Roman number, then the other sections to start with numerical. So I'll double click here, down here, then it will take me to this section. You can see we have same as previous. I will click on a link to previous. I'll click on that. I will remove it. Then we have the section break. Then what I will do is I'll go ahead and format the number. I'll go to this section that says page number. I'll click on it like that. Then I'll go down here and format page numbers. I'll click on that. Then here I'll select the Roman numbers that I want to use. Then I'll click OK like that. Then I can go ahead and start here. So I want to start with Roman 1 like that. Then I'll click OK. Once I set that, I've put a page break and a section break on this page. Then I'll go ahead and select the number that I want to use. We select the bottom of the page, we click OK. Then I can see my page numbers has Roman 1 like that. But here, down here, I don't want it to be Roman 1. I want it to start with 1, which is a numerical. So what I will do, I will just click here my cursor, go ahead and undo this. Then I'll delete this section like that. Then I can go ahead on page numbers, select the page number, go back to format your page number like this, select that, then start with a 1 like that, click OK. Then go back to page numbers, click bottom, select plain number 2, click on that. Then it will immediately start with number 1 going down like that. So you can link this to your previous to make sure that it goes ahead numbering your pages like that. So your second page is starting at 1, this one is starting with Roman, then your first page does not have any number on it. Then you can double click on it like that so that you have your cover page. Then you can see section breaks and all that. If you don't want to see the page break and the section breaks, you just click on this icon here, then it goes ahead and hides them. Then you can see different numbering that you have down there. So if you are working on a thesis, maybe you have on your table of content, you have other declaration, acknowledgement, before to your abstract, you can use the Roman numbers. Then starting from introduction, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, you can use the numericals the way I've shown you. You will use the page break and the section break, and you will be formatting the numbers that's the way I've shown you. And then the next segment that I want to talk about in this full course is the review tab. When you click on this, maybe when you're typing your content in your Microsoft Word, you made a mistake or you have some grammar mistakes that you've not followed, and maybe you have typed your words in a wrong way and you want to see if you're doing the right thing. So what you do is you will use the review tab up here. You click on it, then on this ribbon you can see you have different sections. You can click on spelling and grammar. So once you click on that, you can see you have this section that tells you proving what you've written, if it's okay. You can also go ahead and let it read the original sentence if the text is selected. So you can click on that.
The channel includes tutorials and demonstrations on using Clicky Learn's tools to capture. The channel includes tutorials and demonstrations on using Clicky Learn's tools to capture work processes in business software, generate learning content, and build e-learning.
Then after now you have allowed it to read the content to you, you can also check out other suggestions that Microsoft is giving you. It should spell out differently. So it will also give you this section that you can ignore at once. You can add the words to the dictionary. So let's say, for example, here it is telling me the word lands is not supposed to be written like that. So it's supposed to be written like this. So if I click on this, it will immediately change the word that it has selected in this preview tab. Then I can also go and check this word. It will immediately change it. There is also these sections. It have highlighted these. You see, if it's giving me another option that's sing song, when I click on it, it changes immediately there. Then when I click on that, it's also changing. It's giving me what the correct spelling are supposed to be. So let's say, for example, it wants to change this, you prove it and you change it. Then you can also go ahead and use different features here that you can use. So you can use the spelling correction. Then you can also go to this section where it says show comments or the new comments. So let's say, for example, I want to add a comment to this section. I'll just click new comments like this. Then I can go ahead, if you're reviewing someone's work and you want to show them or how they're supposed to add certain information on this section, you use what we call review tab. Then you can go ahead and say this statement is quite long, so you can give your comments here. Then once you send these comments back to the student, if you are a reviewer, they can go ahead and change or see the comments there. Then if they want to accept the changes and continue or track the changes, they just come here, click accept the changes. Then they can go ahead and accept and move to the next, or accept all the changes, or accept all the changes and stop tracking. So if they click on that, they will accept the changes here that you have put in here, and you've used this review tab to write that. Then we also have this section that says show the comments or not show the comments. When you click on it like that, the comments will disappear, but if you click on it, they will appear. Then if you want to delete, just come here and then delete all comments, then your comments will disappear like that. Then here you can also track the changes, then log the changes if you don't want to miss in your document when you're working with that, so that at the end of the day your document is quite well organized. Then if this section is not showing up, or the proofing section, or using this review section, you can enable this ribbon by going to file. You click on file like this, then you go to options. Then once you click on option, you go to proofing like this. Then here you can see you have this section that says auto correction options. So you can change the auto correction options here that you want to use. So for example, when we click on this, we can see the words that if you type the words wrongly, what will be auto-corrected. So if you type the word represent like this wrongly, it will be auto-corrected like this. So for example, if you have not enabled this, you can go ahead and enable this section. So if I go back to this document and type anything like this, like represent, then you find out that Microsoft Word will not process this word, so it will give me an auto correction. So you can see it's giving me here to replace with it. So I will just right click on it, then it's giving me to, is this what I meant, repents or words or recent, or if I don't want to continue with that, I will just ignore all. So some extent you find out that if you type a scientific word and it's not recognized by the word, it will go ahead and highlight the word, but you can go ahead and ignore all. But here, let's say, for example, I wanted to type this word, it will tell me, it will suggest this word for me. Then the next thing that I want to do now we finalize on this course is to print and also publish this paper to make sure that our paper is clean and it's done. And now we are done with this document and we want to print it and publish it into a PDF or Word document so that it's ready. For you to do that, you go back to this section, click on File, then you go to this place where they have print, click on it, then it will give you a preview of what you're going to print. On page 1, there's page 2, page 3, and page 4 like that. So if you want to print it like that, it's okay, you just go ahead and print it. So micro print to PDF, you can just click on it like that. Then Microsoft Print to PDF, it's ready, click on it. then your document will be converted to PDF directly from this section. Then you can go ahead and print it. So click OK, you print it like that. Then your document is printed. Then you can go ahead and select the place that you want to store your to save your document. So let's say, for example, this, then I will pick PDF. So let's say, for example, this is our final document after working on it. So you will save it like that. So if you want to access your document, you just go to this file, then you go to the desktop where you have saved your document. Then you can open it up, file document, you can see it is here. Then you can see you've printed your first page here, and your second page, your third page, and your fourth page. Now that is, you have worked on it completely, and now your document, you've printed it and published it into a PDF format using your Word, and you've made sure that you have followed the steps the way you need to have followed. So now, up to that level, I am so sure that you have learned a lot in this tutorial. So, and that is it. You have now known the basics of Microsoft Word. So try practicing by making your own short document using everything you've learned today. So if you found this video helpful, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more beginner-friendly tech tutorials. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.